From Beatrix Potter to road safety campaigns, hedgehogs have always played an iconic role in British culture.
You could end up getting hurt,
But due to their nocturnal nature, they've become an often overlooked part of Britain's wildlife. Under the radar, hedgehogs have been disappearing from our gardens. Over 100,000 of our spiky friends are killed across the UK every year, and the problem is especially prominent in urban areas like London. Of all the city's parks, only Regent's Park still has a breeding population. I'm here at Regent's Park to find out what the general public knows about London's hedgehogs. Could I ask you a few questions about wildlife in London? So what kind of wildlife do you expect to see around London?
London, foxes.
Foxes, right? Yeah.
Foxes.
Foxes.
Squirrels and pigeons.
Do you think about hedgehogs when you think about London wildlife?
Oh no, I don't. We hardly ever see them anymore.
So did you know that actually Regent's Park is one of the only places in London with a breeding population of hedgehogs?
No way.
No, I didn't know that. No.
I don't know. I would love to see a hedgehog.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so sad.
It is sad. London's hedgehogs really are in a tragic decline. I've decided to meet with Mark Rowe from the Royal Parks to dig deeper into why, of all the royal parks, only Regent's Park provides a sustainable habitat for hedgehogs.
There should be plenty around. Where are they? There's one right in there. They're quite hard to see. So what we've done there is I've paid some contractors cut out about that much section of bar from one of the railings, turned it around and then spot welded it in the three places to make a box like that.
So the hedgehog can pass through there?
That's right, yeah. Yep.
So could you tell us a little bit about how you first found out there were hedgehogs in Regent's Park?
Over the time, people have always known that, and the staff have always known that there's hedgehogs in the park, and used to be able to see them at dawn and dusk quite regularly. Over the last decade or so, the frequency that people have seen them just while they've been in the park has become less and less. So in 2014, we were fortunate enough to have quite a large donation by a local philanthropist, which enabled us to start undertaking some survey work in the park.
So do you have any ideas of why Regent's Park is the only park left in central London that has hedgehogs?
So in central London, the parks are either very formal squares that have usually got walls around them, or fences on a 1 foot, 2 foot wall, or it's St James's Park, Green Park, Hyde Park, which are royal parks in any case. Absolutely no idea why they're not there anymore. Potentially the increasing usage and disturbance has just been detrimental to their survival.
Other than volunteering, can you think of any other ways people can help hedgehogs?
Possible through our website to sponsor a hedgehog, and that money goes to help with the research that we do. Also, when you're in the park, obvious things like take your litter home with you or dispose of it correctly. If you have a dog, be very careful about where you let the dog off the lead. Don't really let the dog rummage around in areas behind us, because there's potentially a hedgehog there that they might be disturbing. If you're driving around or cycling around the roads of an evening at night time, be careful of your speed and be aware that there is actually a possibility that a hedgehog could cross your path. At home, if there's a very good website called Hedgehog Street, see what they recommend for back gardens and for residents to do, and encourage family and friends to put in these very small measures that could help the hedgehog population in the UK.
Thank you, Mark. I'm now travelling to Tunbridge Wells to talk with Annette Risley, co-founder of Folly Wildlife Rescue Centre, who is at the forefront of hedgehog conservation.
He's wide awake now, so he's fully repaired and healthy and can go back as soon as the weather changes.
Such an innocent little creature.
Yes. So they're nature's little friends. They don't do any harm to anything, they don't damage anything. Because of their nature, they fall foul of our actions in our gardens really, like they get entangled in the netting, they get strimmed, they get attacked by dogs. Their nests get disturbed when people take their shed down, and they get hit by cars, of course. They come in for all sorts of reasons. So they are on the decline, and I think we've caused it, so we owe it to them to try and reverse that decline and do the best we can for them, you know, by trying to make their environment safe and make people aware of their needs, really. We're here to sort of pick up the pieces, if you like. We feel that we owe it to the hedgehog and all wildlife to try and redress the balance and try and get them back on the right track. So through educating people on how to keep their gardens safe and what to look out for and what not to do, like don't pull your shed down in the middle of May because the hedgehog might be nesting underneath. There's all sorts of ways. You know, it's the general hazards in the garden, really. So keep the hazards tidy, but leave the garden sort of nice and wild, really.
Hopefully, thanks to the hard work of conservationists and citizens alike, Britain will remain home to this iconic, spiky creature.